see if I can draw a caricature of her in one fell swoop, right? Without messing up with the hand and everything. So I'm gonna have to do this logically without a sketch. Oh wow, this is gonna be crazy. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with, because I need to have the hand logically first. I'm gonna put this little I'm gonna put this little piece of thing here over her eye first. So this is gonna be the first thing I draw. And then once I draw that, I'm gonna start seeing what things are in relation to each other. So I'm gonna draw a brow here. I'm gonna draw a big eyebrow here. Let me see. I'm just gonna draw some eyes here. And I don't ever want to draw the eye with the shape. I want to draw, these are gonna be my little six shapes. So I use the six like that. Got some little lashes here like that. Now the heart here is gonna be, I'd say it's a deep heart. So I'm gonna do something like this, right? And then I have her nose coming in like that before we get to this lip shape where it looks like she has her little cigarette coming out. All right, let's see here. All right, now we're gonna do the like that and that. Okay, then we're gonna come down here to this butt chin at the bottom of the heart. And then we're gonna draw this heart shape, but it's kind of wide. So what I wanna do here, I'm gonna make this shape real wide. I could come from here and make it wide to make it more fluid. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Superman on you like that. And then I'm gonna come back over here and do the same thing. What? Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So I gotta stop there. All right. So can't use my eraser. So let's do this here. And where we gonna go next? All right. Forehead. So I'm gonna use a shape like that. And then I'm gonna come back with some rollers. So I'm gonna use three shapes here. This hair. So I want a shape like this. This is the top of this roller up here. And then we got another roller here somewhere with some hair going in it. We got some hair going around this roller. I'm trying to do this the best way I can. Hold on, guys. All right, let me see here. Now I'm gonna do, I got another roller over here. So this is part of this side of the hair with the hair coming over it like that. All right, now we got part two of the hair, which is gonna be 1 and 2 like this. And then we just put our roller in the hair, right, with some little, right, coming in, some little cross hatching or whatever. And then over here we got one coming straight at us, and then we can see the end of the roller that way. And then we got some hair coming outside of it. Now, y'all see why I'm saving this hand. I'm saving the hand for last. Something like that. And then we got like another little roller over here somewhere. All right, now what we got to do here is we're going to find our pinky. So my pinky is kind of here. This is my pinky. And my pinky is going into the seat of my hand and then down. Then I want to get my pointer finger somewhere. So I want to get some contacts where all my fingers are. So my pointer finger is going to be up here. This will be like that hand. And then the fingers in between, I find those easier to draw when I know where the other two fingers are at first. So I do this and then that, and I put her little pinky this in here, and then it looks like she has another finger here coming up and coming down, and when she has a ring here and then it comes down. I can't see the rest of it, but what we'll do, I think I can still, let me see, like that, and then I think it'll just come across like this, right? And then let me see. Well, this was supposed to come back that way. I'm gonna have to use it one time like that. And then we got this piece coming down here like this. And we got like a little neck coming back like this. And then something like that. And then this is coming down, but that's going up. And this is the same thing here. And then we got some more rollers behind the hair back here. Because when you're drawing a caricature, things are not going to always line up exactly like in the picture, you saying? So you gotta, because you're gonna make the neck relationship smaller than the rest. So now I'm just filling in with shadows, right? And I think that's not too bad to say. I only used the eraser once, and that was right here. So I had one erase. Excuse me. Some more. But had I went with it just kind of naturally, I think I would have did more like this, right? Like that. And then I would have came back. Oh, so if we got it straight, I want to do like this. You see? And then like that. I didn't allow myself to. And then I come back with this. And then like that. And then like this. And then like that. There we go. And then we come like this. Like that. Then we got this piece that does like that. Comes like that. Then like that. And like, all right. Now, then I'll come back over here and I'll add my, wait, there we go. Now, this one was a lot easier because what I tried to do in the first one, I literally tried to, when I think in terms of technique, right? I have to do this. I'm the kind of person that I got to do the technique in my head. This still looks good. That's a good picture. It's still her, right? This one just, it's different. But this one I feel like has a little bit more of that girliness that I like for her. This one I tried to do it, tried to sketch first instead of seeing it in my head and putting it together. And so it always comes out like labored. I think the drawing comes out a lot more labored when I do it that way. So I try to stay away from in caricature sketching. You'll never get to the level you want to get to as far as your freedom to create it until you get past formula. You got to be able to see the formula in your head and without having to draw it on paper. So while I'm in theory thinking about a lot of these heart shapes or whatever, right? I'm looking for feelings. So when I got to the top of it, when I got to this eye shape right here, notice what I said. I said, once I got here, I'm looking at that deathly stare she has with them penetrating pupils. So what that tells me is that I have a hanging eye situation. So if I'm imagining a heart, right? Well, a heart naturally does like this, right? But what if I drew the heart more like a diamond, right? Imagine this being the neck, right? Well, if my eyes had to go here, this is my nose. I want my eyes to be hanging from this situation. And then I want to bring the eye to me once I decide what I want to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? So it makes it easier to find the eye shape once you understand what you're doing. So here I was thinking of this idea instead of this one, where the shape is a little bit more like this, which is insinuating that this person has a lot of big cheeks. And so maybe here might not have a hanging situation. Maybe I might have a situation where the person is, so we got this. So maybe we got their eyeball, but then they're startled. So now I want to use this situation above that to make a whole different emotion. So my nose is coming here. And then this is just like you got, oh, right? You don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So let me see. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you. I am beginner at the caricatures, so from where should I start so that I can be better at it? Well, Sal, I think I heard your question there, and I'm gonna tell you always. I recommend always starting to practice the head shapes. Beginners, you can't start with features and all that stuff yet because and it's gonna be nothing can take the place of the practice. But you want to start with. This is what I would start with. I think of the head as whatever shape. So let's just say I got a circle, or I got a spear, or I got a rectangle, right? Or I got a potato. This is how I think of the head. So depending on how I place shoulders in relation to this drawing, right? They're gonna do different things. Oh, thank you. I can't say your name. That's a pretty difficult name to say, but welcome to the stream. Also, guys, don't forget check out our Patreon.com. So we also have a Patreon page. If you guys have not checked that out, well, we have more stuff. So we can Patreon. I think is .com, right? And then /browser world. So y'all can check that out as well. And then also, so you can see that page. And then we do also have our memberships. So if you guys want to check out our memberships, also we are trying to get more subs for our channel. So if you guys are going to be visiting with me regularly or whatever, it's only a few dollars a month to support us. We want to keep doing this. I like to do it full time. That's just really what my thing is. I really want to do it full time. I've been saying I want to really get more into the teaching aspect of it because that's really what I am at heart. I love to do it. I love to draw pictures too live, don't get me wrong, but I love I don't know, something about the teaching of it. It makes me feel complete, I think, in this way because I can't take any of the information that I learned all these years of drawing. And when I close my eyes, the final time, the Lord, I'm not going to be able to take this with me. And the only thing I'm going to be able to do, with it at that point is give account for what was given to me. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do with what I was learning? You get what I'm saying? Did I keep it for myself, try to get rich and all that? No. But so that's just one thing. But anyway, this is how I think about the caricature at first. So as a beginner, you want to think about the head just like that. And then check it out. From there, you just start, you put some hair on your caricature. So you think of it, let's say my character here has some curly hair. So you want to think of the hair this way. I would think of it as little cotton balls surrounding the head, right? You see what I'm saying? So that made one person, right? Now over here, this might be another person. Maybe their hair. Maybe I'll put some hair like this on this person, like that, right? So maybe I can put a square hairdo on this guy. You see? So you creating these cartoons. You gotta you want to do it out of your imagination. You want to imagine what is this guy gonna look like with some hair here. 1, 2, 3, right? And this guy might not have no hair. Maybe he's just so. Practice by making up your own pictures. Now, when you get to the inside, then that's a whole different story. But that's when I start employing this situation here to see where I want my stuff to go. So once I go here, I can see, oh, this is where I want to go, or this is where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I want to go. And I can see my nose relationships better, right? All that stuff right here. Most of the time, you're going to want your caricature smiling. So you start by just creating them like this. Just make up some basic ones and try to get a feel for how to build the face first before. Hey guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate guys to go ahead and give us a like. Also guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. You know, it's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these 2 super cool videos right here. So guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always, guys, I wish you happy cartooning.